Ah. All right, I'll bite. What's going on? Land a big contract or something?
Oh, even better. I'm on the verge of selling Jameson Marine.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, hey, I guess congratulations are in order, huh?
Well, not yet, but I'm confident it'll go through. They drove a hard bargain, but in the end, I think we came to a mutually beneficial agreement.
That's great. Are you gonna stay on?
No. I think I'd like to just relax, hang with the family, go fishing every chance I get.
Good for you. So who's the sap who's gonna buy this place?
Oh, you are.
What? No, come on, seriously.
Oh, yeah, seriously.
Wait, Jameson. Hey, wait up, man.
Hey. Morning, guys.
What are you doing here?
Just thought I'd take, one final look.
Already gave your husband the keys.
Okay.
Perfect.
Is this for real?
Nate, all you need to know is that you'd be making a very wise investment. Do the right thing here.
Take this from
Call me when you're through.
We're going
You got
under.
it.
We're filing Chapter 11.
We're hemorrhaging money.
Hi.
Hi. You're buying Jameson Marine?
We are buying Jameson Marine.
Oh. Okay.
Salvage Simulator 4.
Why?
Pretty much.
Well, heard this rumor about a salvage job off the coast of Malaysia, and I thought it'd be right up our alley.
No. Honey, look.
Bang!
We barely got out of Libertalia alive.
Yeah.
Hey, taking an illegal job? You know what that leads to.
Who said it was illegal? Look. This came in this morning.
It's the map to Jurassic Park.
Is this legit?
Too legit to quit, my friend.
Some of my old contacts out there, they
Click
worked their
on that
magic
one.
with the
Thank you.
Malaysian permit office. It was great. I didn't even have to bribe anyone.
You just have to kill the Malaysian Prime Minister first.
That's good because I don't know how we could possibly even.
He looks
afford to
eerily
do
like
this.
Will Fuller.
Yeah.
Assassinate the
Hold
Malaysian
on.
Prime Minister! Ah!
Hold out your hand. Come on.
Ah.
Ooh, a Spanish
coin-
doubloon.
A coin from Cockapoopapoopishire.
A wooden nickel.
Along with a bunch more.
A bunch? Sam.
They're actually candy.
He's a sneaky one.
Yeah.
Of course, most of them are going to have to go into our venture here, along with all the new camera gear.
Camera gear?
Because she's going to film it all, because she's
I
a
figured
cock.
As we're pulling all the cargo up
No,
from
I
the
don't-
dive, we could hire, a small crew
What's
to
that?
film the whole
Wait.
thing and resurrect my old
What?
show.
What happened to just living a normal life?
I think in our attempt to lead a normal life, we may have oversteered. Look, when I was on that island, I missed the adventure. I missed us. And so now we have a chance to do what we love. But from here on out, we are going to operate on a strictly legal basis, all right? And I will be doing all of the shooting with my really expensive camera.
Hans!
You've really thought all this through.
Think about all those people you murdered, Nate.
Yeah.
More
Is
or
that
less.
PTSD kicking in yet?
Ludonarrative dissonance,
How do you
guys.
sleep
So
at
listen,
night, you
just
fuck?
say the word and I will call the whole thing off.
Let's call the whole thing off.
Oh, no. I don't want to be that guy who ruins Jameson's early retirement like that. That'd be cruel.
Right.
It's not gonna be easy,
Nothing worthwhile is. So,
I like that they're working in Russia by that giant factory in the back.
what do you say, Nathan Drake?
Mother Russia,
Sure, why
the
not?
capitalist nation.
Yeah, as long as I don't have to do any paperwork.
Well, I can't do it.
I don't know how to
have my
read.
hands full with the camera.
Well, I'm gonna have my hands full with all the diving.
Okay, fine. We'll take turns.
Yeah. Or I could play for it.
Seriously?
No, listen, I have been practicing. I'm getting good.
No.
My hand-eye is way better than it used to be.
Your...
Really?
I cannot do that to you again. I
Zinger!
am so
Remember that
honest.
thing from the beginning of the game. Well, you know, Crash Bandicoot is the Dark Souls of video games,
Yes.
so...
Yes, it is.
I'm coming for you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The most overused thing ever. Yep. Blank is the Dark Souls of blank.
Fine.
Yeah.
You're
That's
on.
why I'll never stop saying it.
Yeah,
oh
here
my
we
god,
go.
you get to play it again. Ooga booga.
Ooga booga. Ooga booga.
Can you do it?
You're
Adam?
already not even gonna get a perfect. You missed that crate.
Oh, fuck off.
Oh, don't tell Becky about perfects. Because when she plays fucking Sonic Mania, if she doesn't get a perfect on all of those 3D walking around the thing, grabbing all the blue ball stages. Get blue balls. She like fucking throws the controller.
Well, it doesn't help that they're like new ones and difficult.
Well, like, you know, Sonic Why is this happening like this? Sonic
Why?
Mania is the Dark Souls of Sonic games. So. The weirdest tonal shift ever. Oh, nice ending. Oh, Crash Bandicoot.
Get it?
And
it's this level. Like, it's not like a normal Crash level.
No, I think it's just...
Because, guys, remember that Uncharted? This is where Uncharted came from. To make an Uncharted, this is how you do it.
Boom!
You did it! Crash Bandicoot, the quest for peace. Congratulations, you did it.
No!
Oh, god damn it!
You'd hit those crates, you would have done it.
Shut the fuck up, Ando.
And then on the TV screen shows Uncharted 5. Sam gets paralyzed.
It was a dog all the whole time!
Who's this bitch? Girl.
There you go. That answered that question.
Look at that Chintamani stone on her shirt.
It's that girl who died at the beginning of that other game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to The Last of Us.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
A poo log.
Dad?
Oh, this, yeah. Okay.
Anyone?
I get it. Bork, Bork. I am Doggo.
Do we want to explore the house? No. We shouldn't.
Does it get you anything?
No.
There's just stuff you can find.
Yoo-hoo.
It's like little Easter eggs to other games and stuff.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I don't think
He's
it's
going to do it now.
Some of it's interesting. Other parts are just like, who cares?
Oh, there's a working mirror, so that's all I care
There's
about.
a lot of clothes hanging around.
Yeah.
Bunch of lazy fucks. You know, Nathan, Drake, and Elena don't have time to clean up with all their
fucking.
Yeah, their
orgy
wild
parties.
fornications.
See what you got.
I
was gonna say, and that's when Cannibal Corpse's "Fucked by a Knife" gets played. Man, fucking Dad's listening to black metals again.
I'd say this isn't Ace Ventura.
Yeah. I always forget the fucking Cannibal Corpse is in Ace Ventura.
Yeah.
This dog is leading you in circles.
Where do you want me to go, Doggo?
He wants treats.
He wants his dog food.
Give him his snackies.
All right.
Nom 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 nom.
No, no, no,
I don't know why I keep doing it.
You know what's weird is that I wasn't expecting you to play. If anyone, I was expecting you to play as Sam at some point.
Oh, cool. Sam and Sully are coming to visit.
I'm in Cuba. I'm in Cuba. Cassie. Your pal Victor Giant Dick Sullivan. What?
So if Victor was like in his 60s, maybe at the other one, this girl's like clearly maybe
10.
Yeah, she's like 10 or 12. Yeah.
She's at least like in her early teens. Yeah. So that means that
Oh, she
Victor's
goes.
Sully's like in his 70s or 80s.
Yeah.
He's still fucking.
Oop, you missed the note.
He's still chewing on them cigars and fucking drinking scotch and fucking cheap whores.
Who is?
Taj Mahal, here I come. Just a few more weeks.
Shake it, shake, shake it, shake it, shake, shake it.
Ah,
Can I live here?
perfect day. Now all we need is the rest of our boat crew.
Nah. Why does she sound like Daria? Now all we need is the rest of our boat crew.
Is this the island?
Sad, sick world.
Is this from Dead Island?
Yep.
Oh,
No,
God.
this is a good game.
Here's the thing. The first level of Dead Island is cool, and the rest of it sucks.
And not here yet.
It's
The
too
jungle
bad it
area.
gets super repetitive really, really quickly.
Yes.
The jungle area is cool as well.
Yeah.
It's not as good as the
Yeah.
main island area.
The beginning of the game should have been the whole game.
So goofy.
Do you like that the cutscene shows all the characters, and then when you wake up, you're not one of the
Totally not
characters?
National Geographic magazine.
Keys.
Bird,
has
it
her-
says Adventure Life.
Keys.
It was
Fucking
Highlights
use
magazine.
your eyes.
And it has her on it.
It's a Highlights magazine, but all the fucking puzzles are done already.
Yeah.
No way.
God damn
At
it!
least you can read Goofus and Gallant.
No way.
Nope.
Oh,
Oh.
I knew it.
Secrets.
Oh, the cross of Jesus.
The blood of
I said
Jesus.
Satan. I'm like, that doesn't even make any sense.
Fuck tees. Rip-ip-ip.
Whoa, nice, gun holster, Dad.
Ask him about all the
Yeah.
men he's killed.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Your dad shot a ton of dudes.
Creepy.
Like a literal ton.
Cool.
Open it up. There might be vodka inside.
Yeah.
I have some of that. It's not amazing.
It's not as great as it looks.
Where's this from?
A different game.
Made in China.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
That's the mommy book. Amelia Earhart.
Yeah, see,
Except
there's your
for that
buddy.
one time when she
There's your
didn't
buddy,
come
Adam.
back.
My buddy?
Yeah.
Why is he
you
my
got the
buddy?
Yeah, Amelia Earhart. You got the same jacket.
Oh my God.
Christ.
That joke
You're
still?
you're just swinging at that joke every chance you get.
Can I get you a hammer to nail it in some more?
Oh! Somebody call the burn ward. Bird's asshole is on fire.
I think I've maybe used that joke 3 times. I think a hammer and in joke doesn't like fucking slay
Three
me, Tom.
times too many for the audience to not get it.
No way.
Because we really have a live cam on showing him
Dad?
what he looks like.
Ooh, Nate Drake in his sweet Chinaman hat.
Yeah.
Sic Parvis Magna. Greatness from small beginnings.
I don't know why. Like, I wasn't looking at the fucking subtitles, and it just sounded like she said anus at first, and I'm like, what?
Hell?
Sully throwing up the gang
That's from
signs.
the first game.
Bullshit.
Adam, can you zoom in on that picture and zoom in on Sully's hand? I think he's playing the circle game.
God damn it.
Hey.
Been looking for you.
Look, and Nate hasn't
What are you
aged a
doing
day.
here?
Yeah, he has.
He's got a
Okay.
couple
Looking for
wrinkles.
you guys.
Come on, we loaded up the boat. It's ready.
Cool. I'll catch up with you guys in a sec.
Why?
I just need to.
I shit myself.
I need to.
What's
Period.
up, Cassie?
Oh, God.
I got a food in the oven.
Okay. Don't be
Of
mad.
course, she doesn't have a microwave. She's fucking 100.
Hey, I said don't be mad.
Keys.
You took my Chintamani stone! How am I supposed... The feng shui is off! You took the Chintamani stone!
Nothing really.
I don't know my Chintamani from my Kamidogu.
Well, just that photo
I'm gonna say the fucking Kamidogu.
with a bunch of Spanish-looking treasure and a shotgun.
This is bound to happen sometime. Maybe we should
I mean, they
just tell her.
never explained on
not
why
ready
he
for
has
it.
all this weird
Ready
ancient
for what?
artifacts
All that
around the
crazy
house, but
shit
this
in
is a
there?
fucking
Language.
thing
Yeah,
that has to like
language.
trigger all
Sorry.
this.
But you guys are literally keeping skeletons in your closet, or at least a silver skull of some kind.
You know,
It's a crystal skull and it's a
Fuck
bad
you!
Indiana Jones movie.
Fuck you! You beat me to it.
Now go sit in the fridge, young lady.
Yeah, it's totally time. Wait, which talk are we talking about here?
Boner
Just a
talk.
kid.
She's older.
When a
than
boner
Sam
gets
and started all
hard,
of that.
That is
and
different.
Okay,
ladies.
look, you guys were into some shady
thing.
stuff. It's totally cool. But I think I'm old enough to know about it, right?
Old enough. How old are you again?
Funny.
No, seriously. I'm
Mom?
slipping into
Yeah, we're
senility.
curious.
All right.
Well, let's see. For me, it started when this guy called me up with a scoop on a massive historical find. It sounded like a complete fraud.
Yeah.
It was his dick.
Handsome.
No, I
The
hadn't
fraud
even
was,
met
not-
him yet.
She knew. She knew.
So this fraud says, if you fund the trip, then I'll give you the coffin of Sir Francis Drake.
And for the record, I totally delivered.
Yeah, he delivered us into the hands of Indonesian pirates.
No, come on. You know I had nothing to do with
Okay,
that.
guys, time out. You're saying that you were attacked by pirates after you found the coffin of Sir Francis Drake. Is that right?
Yeah,
pretty
that's
much
right.
it. Yeah.
Bullshit.
Language.
Crap.
Better.
All
This
right, so
girl's a
keep going.
bucket of sass.
A sassy salamander.
That's what she
The
is.
sun is up. Boat's ready. Wind is just right. You want to continue the story? I say we do it on the water.
I'll start the story from here next time.
Well, wait, what Francis Drake look like? Was it gross?
Actually, he wasn't in there. Yeah, just his journal with a map to El Dorado.
The City of Gold?
That's the legend. Turns out it was just a statue. A cursed statue.
No way, seriously?
Yeah, seriously.
And it turned
Did I
people
ever
into
tell you the
weird
time I
monsters.
fought a Russian guy?
The map let us take the
He ate some tree sap and turned into a monster. I don't get it either. Also, there was a third game I didn't like.
Then me and your mom broke up for a while, and then we're like, it's like the last 5 minutes of the last third game. Let's get back together again, cause sure,
Cuz fuck it.
cause plot. Cause nothing bad can really happen, as we saw at the end of this game.
Hey!
You were the naughty dog all along.
That was it. Well,
Look at all these people who don't work at Naughty Dog anymore.
Yeah.
Aw.
Ooh. Is Amy Hennigan here somewhere?
nah. Well, she might be thanked. She started on this and then they took it from her. So what everybody think?
I liked it.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked it the second time too.
I really wanted someone to die.
Yes.
I mean, you don't
Yeah,
call
it's-
you don't call the game a thief's end and don't kill off one
They
of
were-
the main characters.
They were talking about
That's
two and-
that's
that's what they were
bullshit,
talking-
though.
Yeah, 2 and Avery. That's what they were talking about.
but like
But they were also
still,
or they could
though.
also
No.
be talking about Nathan being this is the end. I'm not doing this anymore. That was
But-
it.
Yeah, but it has an implication of that someone's gonna die.
But the implication is...
they're gonna be out on a boat in international waters.
Yes.
Yes, this implication is.
Oh shit.
Thank you. I agree with Ando. I think somebody should have died.
Yeah, but that would have been like, oh, it's been done.
Yeah,
Right.
but
But it's if you're gonna cement that this is the last game in the series, fucking prove it.
Yeah.
Show
Just
me
did.
your balls.
They
Show-
showed the end.
yeah, but no.
They showed the end. They showed that this is
No.
that there
But
there
here's
wasn't
the
going
thing.
to be anything.
Now they
after
have like 12 years from when that kid was conceived to when that kid is born.
If
that
any-
they could just do some stupid shit.
If
in between
anything, they
there.
left it up to Sam and Victor to have stuff.
Right.
Yeah, I mean
That was
a
originally
thing.
the thought when they were gonna do like the DLC afterwards, and it was originally gonna be Sully and Sam like
Right.
doing side stuff, and that was gonna be the DLC
No,
instead
the-
of Nadine and what's her name from the second one.
I like Nadine's face turn.
Yeah.
I like that she turned into a baby face at the end.
Right.
She pulled a Scott Hall.
She was
and
just
did the
like,
baby face
I don't
turn.
care. I'm getting the fuck out of here because
Fuck
I'm
you.
not going to be dead.
Fuck you.
You're
cool. I'm out.
Yeah, pretty much.
I liked her as a villain. She was very. You want to hate her as a villain.
Yeah.
And when they made
I
her a
fucking
good guy,
hated her.
when they upped the ante on Rafe at the end, when he's just like, fuck you. I'm tired of this shit.
But he's like, I can't enjoy my money with you and your idiot brother drawing air. I'm like, fuck, you're a crazy person.
Yeah, you're absolutely nuts.
You're a
now.
fucking nut.
I liked it a lot. I thought it was a little long.
Yeah,
don't know
there
if
were
maybe
parts of
that's-
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was just, I feel like there was some parts.
There's a lot of build up getting to that last island.
Yeah.
There's a lot of build up
Yeah.
getting to that.
I think like the first two games did a really good job of pacing themselves. And I think-
Here's a set piece. You're in this for a few hours.
Right.
Do this cool stuff.
Now you're on to your next set
Yeah.
piece. We found the motivation to move set pieces.
Right.
I felt like we spent a lot of time in certain areas.
Where it could have been probably just trimmed.
Yeah, where you could have trimmed it down. I don't think it needed necessarily things needed cut. I just think like the section where you're driving around in the car when we were like in that sort of muddy, deserty kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where you had to like go up all the mud hills and all that other shit. Like I could have done with way less of that.
Sure.
The
Yeah.
car stuff just didn't work for me.
Yep.
I think parts of that were cool, but I agree with you. It goes on a little long.
Yeah.
And especially if you're trying to look for secret stuff and stuff to find, then that. And I did a lot
Yeah.
more of that than we did on this playthrough, so that kind of stretches out too, and I can see that.
The driving sections weren't bad.
No.
I think they were cool. I liked them because it showed off like what this game can do and show you like a lot of the cool
Sure.
sceneries and everything. Like you're driving around the islands and shit like
I
that.
like the chase section.
What I didn't like was that there was more shooting sections than needed to be. I wanted more like fucking puzzles and shit.
Yeah. I felt yeah, I agree with Ando. I felt like we lost a lot of the goofy, weird puzzles and stuff along the way somewhere. Maybe that's why I didn't necessarily like the third one so much. I don't know. I don't remember. Like, I remember not liking the third one as much as I like the other ones.
Sure.
So, and that could have something to do with it. I don't know. But I do agree strongly that, like, I felt like there was just a lot of action sequences and not a lot of, like, ooh, we're running into this thing. What's this weird puzzle?
I don't mind that there was like action scenes, but it seemed like there was more than needed
Hey, my girl!
There she is.
But here's, you say that like it felt like someone needed to die in this.
Yes.
3 felt like almost like initially felt like more of a finale. Like, and I know the 3, like you specifically didn't like 3 as much, and it's probably the weakest of the series.
Yeah.
But there's especially the villain that older white lady, she just comes off as so much more menacing.
See, I think my problem with the end of like the boss fight of this game is it reminds me too much of that boss fight from that one.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, okay, you're hiding behind cover and then you do like a QTE fight and that's the end.
Yeah.
Well, so the
But
first one
the
was
villain
like
of
that.
the third one feels like she's just gonna straight up kill you for trying to get in her way.
Right.
And Rafe and Nadine are just like, you keep getting in my way and you keep pissing me off, and eventually I'm gonna try and kill you.
Right.
Or it seems like they're in these adventures and Sam's got him in this mess and he's gonna die because of it, but he's not gonna die specifically because Rafe is like a crazy evil bastard, and he gets crazy at the end, but that's not his motivation for the whole thing.
I'm going to say this, and I mean this unironically, and I know I've been saying it the whole playthrough, but that's what makes Sam the villain of the game. Sam is the reason this whole thing happens.
Yeah.
Sam is the reason that they're involved with Rafe. fucking Sam.
You're not wrong.
No.
Also,
here's the thing, Tom. I thought the same thing you thought the whole time. I thought that either Sam was going to die because they introduced him in this one, and I also thought he was going to have a much bigger heel turn at the end.
Yeah.
And he was straight up going to be the bad guy.
Yeah.
No.
And like halfway through, you get the thing, well, the dude died in prison and he just escaped.
Right.
And that's the big turn, and that
Right.
doesn't feel as and honestly, the part that sucks for this game is that a lot of it seems very tropey, and you assume it to go along with those tropes because it's not like it would be a bad game for going along with those tropes. It's just when it doesn't go along with the tropes, then you feel let down because. Yes, it feels like it's going to go along with Sam's the bad guy or someone's going to die. But because it's the last game in the series, it feels like it should do those things.
Right.
So when it doesn't do them, you feel let down.
Yeah.
But because it's still played with the expectations, it doesn't feel horribly let down.
Right.
It just feels like somewhat of a letdown to me.
Yeah.
The original script did have, apparently, Sam was going to be the bad guy, or he would be turning, but when they rewrote it, they didn't want to make it so predictable. It was written by the same guy who did The Last of Us.
Right.
Okay.
So he was just
and honestly, I could see that as when Amy Hennig was doing it, that she wanted to do that, and then when they took it off, they're like, we can't do that. We can't just make him the bad guy.
Right.
I could see that being a thing.
I honestly, all jokes aside, I didn't care for Sam's character. Like, it just from the very get-go, it's like when they did all the young Drake stuff in the third game. That is the third game, right? They do that?
Yeah.
It feels like so much of that is just tacked on there so we can add some new personal conflict for Drake.
Right.
Now,
Like,
I thought the same thing. The first time playing this, I felt the same thing. I'm like, okay, they just added it just to add it.
right.
Now playing through it the second time, it fits. And not to say that, obviously it wasn't from the beginning that they were going to put him in there, but now he's a part of the whole thing. But I like his character even more now.
Okay.
I like it a little bit more than
Only
I did
because
the
they
first
give you
time.
a justification, because it shows where Nathan came from, that obsessive, like that both of them were both obsessed with it, even from kids.
Right.
But you could see that that Sam was always just a little bit, wanted to push a little bit more further. He was a little more risky.
Right.
And I like the characterization of, even though he's a shitty person,
Right.
and lying about it, but you could see it's in his character. And I like how they kind of shaped him, because he felt like a real person, someone who really, he wasn't very static. He was dynamic, but had the same same
So
motives.
did you enjoy the game more or less on your second playthrough?
I think I enjoyed it more because there was a few things I got to see again and see it from a whole perspective. Because we played this much faster. Well, I probably beat this the first time in a weekend. And this one, I paced myself a little more so I could digest it a little bit better.
Sure.
And then, when you edit and you're watching everything, you're like, oh,
See,
Yeah, you're basically watching, you're playing it twice
Yeah.
and watching it 3 times.
right.
So, and watching it a second time, honestly, like, you get, like, from the stuff that you already know, like, yes, Sam is lying, but he's not necessarily the bad guy or anything like that. You get a little bit more of, like, you can watch, like, the build-up of, him lying to Drake about everything and what he's, that this is a lie and everything else is going on with him and Elena and everything else. And honestly, that's another one of my problems with this is that they go into there's this rift between him and Elena, and then it doesn't show up till like 2/3 of the way through the game.
See, I didn't mind that so much. I thought that it worked. It's like he's kind of getting away with it, and then oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She caught me. Oh fuck.
So
I think my big problem is there's not enough Elena for me. I always
real
liked Elena.
Perspective that I want to hear is because he's only played one game, is Mike Ando's. So all you have to go on is the first game, right?
Yeah.
What did you think of the last game in the series?
I know, right?
Because, like, honestly, you can kind of fill in the gaps in your own brain, and you're probably not wrong. But tell me what you think going from the first game to this game.
I like that this and this is a weird, because I've always make fun of it, but I like this one probably more than the first one because there wasn't goofy monsters in this one.
Right.
This one's, and I said this before, but this seems like it was more, the story was a lot better in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
I really like the story in this one. I like the villain in this one. And Sam didn't piss me off as much as like you would think. He was written to be a shithead.
Right.
And that shows how good of a writing like staff they have. They can make a guy hate that bad.
Right.
Same thing with Nadine. Like same thing.
Yeah, as far as like, yeah, Sam was cool as like, as much as I wanted him to die, I didn't want him to die. I wanted probably Nate or Sullivan to die, even though that probably would have been worse.
Yeah.
Nadine was cool. I like that we didn't get a whole lot of her.
Yeah.
Because it would have been oversaturated with too many like villain characters.
Right.
Yeah.
So I like that it was mainly centered on Rafe and possibly Sam. Sam is, was he going to be the villain? Who knows? Whatever.
Sure.
That whole thing. But to compare this one to the first one, I like this one a lot more.
Sure.
It makes me want to play the other games now. Mm-hmm. Like I really want to play 2 and 3.
Uh-huh.
Even though you guys say 2 is terrible. Or,
No, three's bad. Two is still probably the best.
Here's the thing.
I didn't know which one was worse.
None of them are objectively bad games.
No, 3 is still a good game.
It's a good game. It's just not, for me, it's not as good
It's
as
the
the
weakest of them all.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just weak.
From only playing, it's obviously recommended that I play the other 2.
Yeah.
But so you're saying 3 is probably better?
No, 2's better.
Oh, 2's better.
Two's the best, I think, in my opinion. Even including this one, I would say 2's probably the best in the series for me.
I like this one that it got like more backstory. Sure. I don't know if there was more shown in the other games, but there was like a shitload of backstory for Nate.
You get a lot of Nate's goings on in the first game, and they don't really start throwing additional backstory stuff at you a lot until the third game.
Well, I meant like the little Nate. Like I like that.
Yeah, there's
that
little
whole
Nate
thing.
stuff.
Teenage
in the
Nate
third one.
shows up in 3 for a few scenes. And
Yeah.
That's
There's
cool
stuff with
to
him like meeting Sullivan. Basically.
It's cool to go back to that. Like it's like to see to flesh out the character more.
Yeah.
I did like that.
Yeah. I'll agree with you there. I didn't like the teen stuff in the third one. Again, it was one of those like, okay, we have to make this scenario work because we need to add this villain that has to have some backstory or whatever. But in this one, like, we're stuck with Sam the whole game. It's not like we're trying to jam this like we're not trying to jam this character in any more than we already are. So I didn't think the flashback stuff was as bad to me anyway in this one.
Yeah.
And in order, it goes from best to worst. In my opinion, it goes 2, 4, 1, 3.
Yeah,
That's the same.
I think the first one is the hardest, quote unquote, the hardest to play.
Yeah.
Because you don't get the fine-tuned mechanics the way that you do in 2 and 3 and 4.
Well, that's just how it is. I mean, like that's like going to
so much better.
That's like, and this is a reference, but to play like the Yakuza games, or like the combat gets better, or even like Ratchet and Clank, like play Ratchet and Clank 1 and then play like the newest one. It's completely different gameplay like style. It's weird. So like I could see that, like going from 1 to as the story goes on, they get better.
Sure.
But this was a really good ending. I liked, as much as I don't know much about the series because I've only played 1 and watched this. This was a good ending to a series that I was not expecting. I wanted a good ending, like, and it delivered. It was really cool.
I really did enjoy the ending.
I like the epilogue with the teenage daughter.
Yeah,
and
I thought that was pretty cool. I wasn't expecting that.
It's not needed, but it was still cool.
Yeah, I thought we were just gonna smash cut when it like zooms past Elena and Drake at the end.
Right.
I thought we were gonna smash cut, go to credits, and that was gonna be the end of it.
Yeah.
No, and I'm going to segue into this because my friend Shane is introducing his daughter for the very first time video games, and she's just like him as a young kid, and she's actually apparently really good at it. So they've been playing their first games that they've been playing are the Uncharted games, and they've been watching us play. And I told them I'd give them a shout out, but I felt that was really cool because even at the end, it shows their daughter is kind of taking after them.
Yeah,
and I think it was just kind of neat to see where their lives actually did take them. And
sure,
yeah, you're passing on
What up, Shane?
So yeah, if you're still listening to this part of the video,
if you made it this far, or I didn't tell you at such and such time,
timestamp it.
We appreciate if you stick around to listen to this part, because this is honestly like not my favorite part of every playthrough, but I like to do this part of the playthrough.
Yeah, I like the discussion
we don't discuss.
afterwards.
Yep.
So thanks for watching. You'll see other things happening soon. Things are happening, Alice.
Straight to the moon.
What?
Yes.